So let's begin with the sum now, students. As just now only I had explained about the sum, about the technique also, how to frame the inequation. As you will start reading the question, it will take too much time to read and understand this meaning of each and every sentence and meaning of each and every word. So here we have the technique. Just first focus on rupees. From there you will get the idea about z as well as to which part we have to take x and y. So in this whole question, clearly we can see that here we have the word profit. As I told, whenever the word comes cost, profit, price, that part, that sentence, from there you will get the value of z. So here we have profit 13.5 rupees, 13.5 per package of bulb, 55 rupees for tube. From there you will get the idea about z, how to frame the z, as well as you will get the idea to which part we have to take x and y. So for bulb we'll take x and for tube we'll take y. So here you will start writing like this: let manufacturer produce x packages of bulb and y package of tube. So no need of reading each and every sentence to get the idea to which part we have to consider x and y. For this technique, it is only for these types of sums, not for time, speed, distance and time. Remember this, okay? For speed, distance and time, the technique, it is little different. So first focus on rupees part. So here we got the rupees. First one it is for bulb and second one it is for tube. So from there we got the idea about x and y part. So let x be bulb and y be tube. After that we'll write the profit on packages of bulb is rupees 13.5 per kg of bulb, and that on tube is what, 55. That will write. After that the total profit we have to find. Total profit, whenever the word comes total, remember here plus will come always, okay? So total profit, this profit, as I told, cost, profit, price indicate what, it is a value of z. So z will be what, the total of this two. So 13.5, that is for bulb. So for bulb we took x, so this will be 13.5 x. Rupees 55, it is for tube, and for tube we took y, so this will be 55 y. So for each and every sum, first step will be what, let. Second step you will write the profit part, and in the third step you will write the total profit. So remember, for each and every, for this types of sum, the first step will be let, the second step will be what, that same sentence you will write about the profit, then the total profit, that z you will frame. After that the fourth point is what, you have to construct a table with constraint of machine. Constraint, now what do you mean by this word in LPP? This word constraint is what, it means it has some limitation, it has some boundaries, and whatever the solution you will get, the inequation solution or linear equation, the solution which will make an equation true, it is known as constraint. Constraint means, in simple language, it has some limitation, it has some boundaries, okay? So you have to construct a table with constraint of machine. Once again I will explain. Constraint means what, it has some limitation, it has some boundaries for a particular solution, it will not go beyond that. The solution which will make an equation true is known as constraint, okay? Don't just focus on that word in deep. Just remember, the meaning of this is what, limitation and boundary. Okay, after that you will prepare this table. As I told, here x and y will come. Here the item part, as when you will see, when you will read the equation, the manufacturer produced bulb and tubes. That bulb and tube, as for bulb we took x and for y, tube we took y. So x and y for each and every sum you will write here only. When you will construct a table, x and y you will write here only. You can write x and y here also, but I will suggest to write x and y this side, okay? And the product item part this side. the manufacturer produce bulb and tube. Each of this must be proceed through two machines. So here we have two machine, machine 1 and machine 2. So that will write here machine 1 and machine 2. Okay, then after this, let's see how to construct a table and how to frame the equation. A packages of bulb require 1 hour of work on machine 1, 3 hours work on machine 2. A packages of bulb. Can you see bulb here? Bulb. So the sentence says that a packages of bulbs require 1 hour of work on machine 1. So this is the machine 1. It requires 1 hour of work on machine 1. A package of bulb. Just focus on bulb only, this part. Don't focus on tube. A packages. So now what exactly we are doing? We are constructing the table. I am explaining about the how to construct a table before framing the equation. So packages of bulbs. So just focus on the bulb. Required 1 hour of work on machine 1, 1 hour work on machine 1, 3 hours more work on machine 2, 3 hour work on machine 2. That is for bulb only. Okay. Now after that, the sentence is that a packages of tubes. Now focus on tubes. Required 2 hours on machine 1, 2 hours on machine 1, and 4 hours on machine 2, 4 hours on machine 2. Understood? After that, it says that he earns a profit of 13.5 per package of bulb and 55 per package of tubes. From this, as I told, whenever the word come cost, profit, total, rupees, that whole sentence, from there you will get the value of z. Okay, from there you will not get a linear inequation. Remember this. So this sentence indicate, from there you will get the value of z. After that, it says that if maximum availability. So here the requirement is what? Maximum. So in the last column you will write maximum. If it says that minimum, so here you will write minimum. Here also you have to formulate LPP to maximize. So here in the last column you will write maximum requirement. So here the maximum requirement availability for machine 1 is what? 10 hours. So here you will write 10 hours, and that of machine 2 is 12 hours. The maximum requirement, that is in hours. So the if maximum requirement of machine 1 is 10, so you will write 10 here, and the maximum requirement for machine 2 is 12, so you will write 12 here. Okay, so remember this, that the third column number, it will be always greater than this 2. So as you will see from this sentence, you will get the value of z. You will see numbers, many numbers, like here we have 1, 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, and here we have 10 and 12. See to it that the requirement, the third column, it will be always greater number compared to this 2. So remember, in the third column the bigger number will come and the smaller number will be inside always. Okay, remember this technique also. Okay, the bigger number will be at the end in the third column, and the remaining smaller number you have to put in between, and you have to prepare construct a table. So in this way you have to construct a table. Okay, I hope you all got the idea about how to construct the table. So once again we'll see, here x and y will come, here machine 1 and machine 2. As in the question it says that we have to find the maximum requirement. So in the third column you will write maximize requirement, which is in hours. Again we'll read the question. The manufacturer produce bulb and tubes. Each of these must proceed through two machine, machine 1 and machine 2. A package of bulbs, just focus on bulb, are required 1 hour of work on machine 1, 1 hour on machine 1, 3 hours on machine 2, 3 hours on machine 2. That is only for bulb. Now packages of tubes require, just focus on tube now, 2 hours on machine 1, 4 hours on machine 2. This sentence is what? From there you will get the value of Z. After that it says that the maximum availability of machine 1 is 10 hours. For machine 1 it is 10, and for machine 2 it is 12. So that machine 2 you will write 12 here. So in this way you will prepare, you will construct your table. After this, that's not the end of the sum. After this you will write what? From the table total time required on machine 1 is what? 1x. So this is x plus 2y. So 2y, x plus y hours, and that on machine 2 is 3x plus 4y hours. So therefore the constraint, the limitations and the boundaries are what? The first will be what? X plus 2y. Maximize. What do you mean by the word maximize? Maximize means less than equal to. So here you will write less than equal to 10, and the second in equation will be what? 3x plus 4y less than equal to 12. So here you will write, since x and y cannot be negative as the sums, it is based on what? Bulbs and tube. Bulb and tube cannot be negative, yes or no? The product cannot be negative, na? I hope you all might be knowing the products, the numbers, it cannot be negative. So here, since the x and y, so x indicate what? Bulbs, and y indicate what? Tubes. That x and y cannot be negative. So if x and y cannot be negative, so we have x greater than equal to 0 and y greater than equal to 0. So it means what? When you will replace the value of x and y to prepare the coordinate, x and y to prepare the coordinate, the value of x and y, it will get the answer in positive only. So if all the coordinates are positive, both x and y are positive, it means it lies in the what? It lies in the first quadrant. And from this statement sum, we come to the conclusion that the sum is based on bulbs and tube. And for bulb we took x, and for tubes we took y. So x and y, the bulb and tube cannot be negative, yes or no? The number of product of bulbs and tubes cannot be negative. Of course the value of x and y, the coordinate will be greater than 0 only. After this, the last part will be what? Remember, the first step for each and every sum, you will write let, then the profit, then z, then you will prepare a table, then you will write this sentence about machine 1, how much total time they took, for machine 2, how much total time they took. Okay, then you will constrain the equation, and the final step will write the given problem can be formulated as follows. Okay, so the sums, actually the first sum, it is based on maximize. So here you will write a maximize. That means z we have to find the requirement is maximize z, which is equals to, z is what? 13.5 x plus 55 y. So 13.5 x plus 55 y. After this you will write subject to, as it is a rule to write that subject to. Okay, so the first in equation is what x plus 2y less than equals to 10. The second one is 3x plus 4y less than equals to 10. And these are the two linear inequation which we got from the statement sum. After reading the statement sum according to the conditions, the first condition is this and the second condition is this. So here we have this two linear inequation. And what about this two? This indicate what x and y cannot be negative, and all the coordinate of x and y will lies in the first quadrant. So in this way you have to frame your inequation. I hope you all understood how to frame inequation. That was the sum number 1. These are the things which you have to remember before dealing the statement sum. At least minimize means greater than equal to, at most maximize means less than equal to, total cost profit price, it indicate what rupees, the unit will be in rupees, basically cost profit price unit will be in rupees. Okay, from there, from that sentence you will get the value of z. As I told, no need of reading the question. And from where you will get the idea about x and y, to which part you have to take x and y, just simply focus on the rupees. From there you will get the idea about a z, as well as to which section you have to take x and y. So these are the steps which you have to follow while writing, while framing the steps. So in this way you will present your sum in the board exam. First step for this types of sum I am saying, the first step you will write let, to which part you will take x and to which part you will take y. Then you will write the profit section, then you will write z, then you will construct a table. Always you will write x and y here. The product section, the items part will come this side. After that you will write how much time they took in machine 1 and in machine 2. After that you will constraint equation in equation. And the last step, as it says that we have to formulate the LPP. So in this way you will write. First you will write maximize as the first sum. It is based on maximizing the profit, yes or no? Maximize the profit. So here we have to find the value of z as maximize. So z equals to 13.5x plus 55y. Subject to, after reading the question, according to the question we got here two linear inequation with respect to the maximize profit. Whenever the word come maximize, here the symbol will be less than equal to. When it says minimize, the symbol will be greater than equal to. And what about this two? For every sum you will write this as x and y cannot be negative. The coordinate of x and y, it will lies in the first quadrant. So x and y is always greater than equal to 0. So in this way you will prepare your sum, you will present your sum in the board exam. I hope you all understood the first sum. So let's take some few more example based on this to make the concept clean and clear. Okay, so let's move on to the next question number 2. So let's take one more example based on the same type. So again the sum, it is very big, the question is very big, so no need of reading each and every sentence, just simply focus on rupees. From there you will get the idea about z. So as here clearly we can see that here we have 10 rupees and 15 rupees on magazine A and magazine B. So here we got the idea about x and y. For A, magazine A will take x and for magazine B will take y, yes or no? Okay, so now the first step will be what? Let company print X magazine of type A and Y magazine of type B. So for A will take X, for B will take Y. So these are the magazine part. So this is A and B, so we'll take A as X and B as Y. Okay, so the next part you will write the profit on each copy of A and B is what? Is 10 and 15 rupees. 10 it is on A and 15 it is on B. So that I wrote. After that you will write total profit. So 10 rupees on A and 15 on B. For A I took X and for B I took Y. So the total profit will be 10x plus 10 on A. So 10x, 15 on B. So 15y. So after this we construct a table with constraint of machine. As when you will see there are three machines, 1 2 3, machine 1, machine 2, machine 3, 1 2 3, machine 1. So here we have three machines. That means here in this question, when you will read and understand the question, when you will frame the linear inequations, you will get three linear inequation, as there are three machines. When it contain only two machines, so there will be only two linear inequation. As it contain three machines, so there will be three linear inequation. So according to the concept, as we got X and Y, we got the Z also, yes or no? Now we'll see the sum. It is based on maximize or minimize. As it says that we have to formulate the linear programming problem to maximize. So the third column will be what? Maximize requirement. Yes or no? Understood? The third column will be maximize requirement. Maximize. So what do you mean by maximize? Maximize means what? Less than, equal to. Again the second sum, it is based on less than, equal to only. Yes or no? Now we'll read the question, because we have to substitute the value here, okay, to frame the equation. So the printing company print two types of magazine A and B. The company earned rupees 10 on A, 15 on B. This are proceed on three machine. Machine 1 2 3. Okay. So here we have three machine. Magazine A. Magazine A. Just focus on magazine A now. Magazine A require 2 hours on machine 1, 2 hours on machine 1, 5 hours on machine 2, 5 hours on machine 2, and 2 hours on machine 3. Once again I will explain. I will read the sentence. Magazine A, just focus on A, requires 2 hours on machine 1, 2 hours on machine 1, 5 hours on machine 2, 5 hours on machine 2, 2 hours on machine 3, 2 hours on machine 3. Understood about this sentence? Now we'll move on to the next. Magazine B requires, now focus on B. B requires 3 hours on machine 1, 2 hours on machine 2, 2 hours on machine 2, okay, and 6 hours on machine 3, 6 hours on machine 3. So from this we got the idea about magazine B. Now machine 1 2 3 are the required availability, the requirement, as we have to find the maximized requirement. For machine 1 it is 36, for machine 2 it is 50, and for machine 3 it is 6G. I hope you all understood how to construct a table. So once again we'll read. As here we have three machine 1 2 3. Magazine A requires, just focus on magazine A, as the sentence is all about magazine A, and second sentence it's all about magazine B. So magazine A requires 2 hours on machine 1, 5 hours on machine 2, 2 hours on machine 3. This part, this sentence, it's all about magazine A. Magazine B, focus on the second part. 3 hours on machine 1, 2 hours on machine 2 and 6 hours on machine 3. So machine 1, 2, 3 are available for 36, machine 1 36, machine 2 is 50 and machine 3 60 hours per week. So here you will write time for per week, as we have to formulate the linear programming problem to maximize means what? Less than equal to. So in this way you will constructible table. Okay, after this the next part will be what? From the above table, the total time required for machine 1 is what? 2x plus 3y hours. For machine 2 is what? 5x plus 2y hours. For machine 3 is what? 2x plus 6y hours. Yes or no? After this you will construct a linear equations. The first one is what? For machine 1, from first row you will get first linear equation, from the second row you will get second linear equation, from the third row you will get third linear equation. So first one is what? 2x plus 3y. Maximize means what? Less than equal to 36. Second is what? 5x plus 2y less than equals to 50. Third one is what? 2x plus 6y less than equal to 60. As the sums it is based on to formulate the maximize the profit. So maximize means less than equal to, as it contains three machines, so here you will get three linear inequation. Okay, see to it that whenever you will frame the linear inequation, either the linear equation it will be in two variable or in one variable, not in three variables. See to it that. So don't take, let machine 1 be x, machine 2 be y and machine 3 be z. So here the linear equation will be in two variable or it will be in one variable. So from here we got the idea about we cannot take x, y, z for machines. We have to take x and y for machines. Okay, remember this. These are the small techniques you must remember before dealing with the sums based on word problem statement sum. Okay, so remember, without knowing this basic things, basic concept, what do you mean by at least, at most, minimize, maximize? What do you mean by cost, profit, price? How to prepare the table? What do you mean by constraint? Then without reading also, within just 2-3 minutes we can frame the equation. Just follow this three step. First focus on rupees, from there you will get the idea about x and y, even idea about z. Then see the sum, it is based on maximize requirement or minimize. Maximize means what? Less than equal to. Minimize means what? Greater than equal to. Yes or no? Then after that you will construct a table. Okay, don't frame the equation directly, because with the help of this table it will be easy for us to frame or to formulate the equation. Remember, so don't write the equation directly. First you have to construct a table, and you will write x and y here and item product this part. And remember, whenever you will frame the linear equation, the linear equation either it will be in two variable or it will be in one variable. It will not contain three variable. Understood? Yes or no? So the last part will be what? After this you will write, since x, y cannot be negative, so we have x greater than 0, y greater than 0. So given problem can be formulated as maximize, as the sum it is based on maximize z, 10x plus 15y. Yes or no? Z is what? 10x plus 15y. Subject to first linear inequation is what? 2x plus 3y less than equals to 36. Second is what? 5x plus 2y less than equals to 50. Third one is what? 2x plus 6y less than equal to 6g. And the last, x greater than 0 and y greater than 0. That's the end of the sum. In this way you will present your sum in the board exam. So remember, the first step, let, then profit, then table, then after that you will find the hours, total hours for machine 1, machine 2 and machine 3, A and B part. Then after that you will constraint, and then last step will be what? You will formulate. Okay, so in this way you have to present your sum in the board exam. So now, as I took two sums, both the sums it was based on maximize, yes or no? So the third sum it is based on minimize. So this sum will take in the next lecture. This example will do in the next lecture, and in the next lecture we'll take the second type also. As I told, in the first exercise there are 9 sums. Out of 9 sums, 8 sum are based on this type, and there is 1 or 2 sum it is based on speed, distance and time. So in the next lecture we'll take sum based on minimize. As just now we took two example, yes or no? The first one it was based on maximize, the second one again it was based on maximize, and third sum it is based on minimize. So in the next lecture we're gonna do the sums based on minimize. Even we left with one sum from the exercise which is based on speed, distance and time. So in the next lecture we'll finish this topic, sums based on how to formulate, and even the chapter also. As the chapter contain only 2 exercise, so the first exercise it is based on how to formulate, how to frame, and the second exercise it is based on the graphical method. So we had completed the graphical method, and soon in the next lecture we're gonna complete this type 2 also. So in the next lecture we'll finish this chapter, and from the next, after that this chapter will take one more chapter from max 2 or from max 1, we'll see, okay, afterwards. Okay, till then, goodbye, see you in next lecture.